Welcome to Cardi Kitchen. Today's episode is Spanish goulash and fresh salsa. Let's talk a little bit about the ingredients real quick. We've got our fresh limes, our avocado, some cilantro, about a cup and a half, 2 cups of freshly cut tomatoes, and same thing, about 2 cups of freshly chopped onions, long green onions. A cup of cheese. This is for the burritos, the actual Spanish goulash. And then this is for the beans that I put in. I put cheese in there. The milk goes into the beans, and I'll talk a little bit about that when I come back and or get over there. And then the potatoes. I soak my potatoes overnight, and this helps get the starch out, so the potato doesn't stick, and it's a lot crispier. And then of course the goulash part. This is bell pepper, one green bell pepper, 1 red bell pepper, 1 long green chili, 1 chopped up onion, and these are all coarse cut, and I cut them this way so I can show you how else I dice them. And my wife and I love mushrooms, so we're gonna put some mushrooms in there. And then of course the main ingredient, which is the flank steak, and you can use really any steak for whatever you like. And I'm gonna season this and cut this up. And then over here we've got the on my Blackstone, I'm going to be doing the beans. These are refried beans, and the reason why they're kind of like this, I just got a can of refried beans. You can make your own, but I'll show you what I do. I add the bacon and the milk in there, and we'll get these really creamy and delicious. All right, we're going to get ready to make the salsa first. Okay, so we're going to start, and we're going to get our steaks ready first. And I cut these into bite size. It's just simple: salt, pepper. I put a little garlic salt on there on both sides, and I just about this is about 1.5 pounds of flank steak or carne asada, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to get these into some bite size like this, and then I cut these one more time in half, because when they go into the burrito, you want to be able to have bite size. And this is what's going to cook up on the grill next to me here. So it's just a little bite size like that. We'll get these all ready. Okay, so you got your meat all prepared, seasoned, ready to go. This is going to go on last on the grill. We're going to go ahead and get the beans rolling here. Like I was telling you about the milk, a very good friend of ours, Yvette, suggested to put milk in this to help him get them a lot creamier. And I got to tell you, besides the cheese and the milk, they do make them very, very, very tasteful. The other thing I do here is my little secret. I take bacon and I crumble it up, and I put my bacon in there. Okay, you don't need any salt because you got the salt from the bacon. I put a little black pepper and to add in this, and you know, if you want some green chili or whatever, you can add extra green chili, but everybody seems to like the beans this way. And then the key to this is you got to stir them. This is going to be nice and hot. So as this is getting ready, I'm going to get my potatoes going too. This is going to get nice and hot. So I drained. So we got the potatoes here. We're going to get those going because those are going to take a little while to cook. So, you know, some olive oil. Some people like to use regular oil, corn oil, or vegetable oil. This is that sizzle, 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 sizzle. So we're going to add some black pepper. There we go. One thing I love about my my Blackstone flat grill, it's so big and you can cook a lot of things at once. It really does speed up the process. But salt, pepper. Some people put like a little bit of oregano. I'm just a salt and pepper guy when it comes to my potatoes. Okay, we got the potatoes cooking up real good. And you can see the refried beans right here. See how creamy they're getting? And let me tell you, there is nothing like good refried beans hot off the grill. And you just let these cook as long as they need to, and just stir occasionally. Okay, so we're gonna make the fresh salsa real quick here. Like I said, about a cup and a half, 2 cups of freshly cut up tomatoes, about a cup and a half of freshly chopped onions, and parsley. Oregano. Oh my gosh, cilantro is a very powerful ingredient. Got to be careful with that. I always say less is more, but about a half a cup of cilantro. Some people really like the taste, but it can overtake the flavor. Then I do salt. And pepper. Dueling banjos here. Na 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 na. I do a little bit of olive oil, about 2 tablespoons. And then some good friends from Australia, Steve and Heidi, call this oregano. So I put a little bit of oregano in, again, about 2 tablespoons. I just crush it. And this is the key right here. Freshly rolled out lime juice in this, and that's it. And then we're gonna put this in the fridge and let it sit. Ooh, quick hands there, huh? So I just take this out here like this and just squeeze that lime. And let me tell you, that lime is fresh as can be. The sizzling over there is making me more hungry. All right, and the last bit of lime to go in this. Then you go ahead and just toss this. And what's really important, obviously, everything's to taste, right? More salt, more pepper, more garlic, whatever you want to put in this. But this is really fresh. I'm going to throw this back in the fridge, but before I do that, gotta try it, right? All right. Oh, delicious. Maybe a tad more of garlic, just a little bit of garlic. Oh, but the freshness of the lime and the freshness of tomatoes and onions, this is one of my favorite things to put on my burritos. So as you can see, the potatoes are cooking up just perfectly, and they're almost done here. That just sounds wonderful. I love this grill. All right, it's time to add our other veggies. And before we show you, put the veggies in, let me show you real quick. I did a rough cut, but I wanted to show you, I take my bell pepper and I use a green and red. And I just wanted to show you that after that, I just cut them in 4, boom, boom. And again, I don't fine chop this because I want to taste every ingredient when you're going to have your burrito. So these are all chopped in half, including the red, the last piece of red. Then I take the long green chili, which is the Anaheim chili. I de-seed it because you're getting some pretty good spice here. And then again, you're just going to rough cut this to a little bite size. And this is all going to go on the grill. So we'll start off with our mushy rooney roons. And then add the kids to the pool, right? We always say, adding the kids to the pool. And a little bit of olive oil. Look at the beans. The beans are beautiful. Those are ready for prime time. I'll turn this down completely. There we go. And then, of course, salt and pepper on your veggies. Now what you're going to do here, you're going to combine the potatoes, the veggies, and the meat all together when this is all done. Hence the name goulash. And goulash, you know what it is, you have Hungarian, you have Spanish goulash, but it's usually a stew that's made with meat and vegetables. Well, I'm not going to make a stew. I'm just bringing all these ingredients together to make a burrito instead. And this is going to be very good once they're all cooked down. And you want these al dente, as I call it, where there's still a little snap in the vegetable, yet it's soft enough to where it's not, you know, morsely delicious, right? All right, and you can see this is all coming together. And about this time, we're going to add the meat. And the reason why we do the meat last is it's a flank steak. This is going to cook very quick. And I do mean very quick. So I got it on the grill over here on this side. And here we go. And then once this is getting ready to be done, I'm going to mix it in with the potatoes and the vegetables. And we'll make one of our giant burritos. Okay, time to mix everything together. One happy family here. Alright, look at that, huh? And that's what you call a Spanish goulash right here. I'm going to put it in the container and then get a tortilla on the grill here. And we're going to assemble one of these bad boys and enjoy it. Alright, let's get a big hot fresh tortilla. Hot on the grill. Alright, we're going to flip this thing because I'm telling you, it's hot. Let this rise. Woo! And I usually turn it when you start seeing the bubbling a little bit. But again, you can heat these up in the house or over a stove. Alright. Okay, so it's assembly time. So our tortilla is nice and hot. And we got our Spanish goulash here. And what I'm going to do is I always slather the nice creamy beans. Look at that. Oh, that looks beautiful. I just put a little slather right there. As my son would say, I love beans. And then you just build your little bit of potatoes, some extra meat for me because I do like my meat, and then some fresh avocado that I just cut up, and then of course the last piece here is the fresh salsa. And again, salsa is always subjective, right, to what you like. And then you got to learn how to roll a burrito. Ends in, TT, right? Tuck, tuck. And then you fold it. And there you go. You got a beautiful Spanish goulash burrito. And now the tasting. Oh boy, it's hot. Here we go. That is absolutely delicious. Well, that concludes another Cardi Kitchen. Please make sure you do likes and subscribe. Have a great day.